Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Investors. Are you curious about Bitcoin coin future and investment? Everyone know the famous Bitcoin coin, and do you want to invest in Bitcoin? So this is the place for you. So, subscribe to our channel now and smash that bell icon. Don't forget to comment your thoughts and questions so we can help you for best investment. So now, let's start with these Bitcoin introduction. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency without a central bank or single administrator that can be sent from user to user on the peer-to-peer Bitcoin network without the need for intermediaries. Bitcoin is open source, its design is public, nobody owns or controls Bitcoin, and everyone can take part. Through many of its unique properties, Bitcoin allows exciting uses that could not be covered by any previous payment system. Bitcoin is a consensus network that enables a new payment system and a completely digital money. It is the first decentralized peer-to-peer payment network that is powered by its users with no central authority or middlemen. From a user perspective, Bitcoin is pretty much like cash for the internet. Bitcoin can also be seen as the most prominent triple-entry bookkeeping system in existence. Now the important question. Who created Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first implementation of a concept called cryptocurrency, which was first described in 1998 by Wei Dai on the cypherpunks mailing list, suggesting the idea of a new form of money that uses cryptography to control its creation and transactions, rather than a central authority. The first Bitcoin specification and proof of concept was published in 2009 in a cryptography mailing list by Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi left the project in late 2010 without revealing much about himself. The community has since grown exponentially with many developers working on Bitcoin. Satoshi's anonymity often raised unjustified concerns, many of which are linked to misunderstanding of the open-source nature of Bitcoin. The Bitcoin protocol and software are published openly, and any developer around the world can review the code or make their own modified version of the Bitcoin software. Just like current developers, Satoshi's influence was limited to the changes he made being adopted by others, and therefore he did not control Bitcoin. As such, the identity of Bitcoin's inventor is probably as relevant today as the identity of the person who invented paper. Before moving forward, we found an interesting story of a gentleman who mistakenly put a hard drive with 7,500 bitcoins in the trash. It's a very interesting story. James Howells, 35 age, said he mistakenly put a hard drive with 7,500 bitcoins in the trash while clearing out his home in 2013. At today's prices, that haul would be worth more than $280 million. He needs permission from his local council to search a garbage dump he believes contains the lost hardware. The Newport City Council has rejected his requests to look through the landfill, citing environmental and funding concerns. I hope everyone have a confusion in mind. Who controls the Bitcoin network? Nobody owns the Bitcoin network, much like no one owns the technology behind email. Bitcoin is controlled by all Bitcoin users around the world. While developers are improving the software, they can't force a change in the Bitcoin protocol, because all users are free to choose what software and version they use. In order to stay compatible with each other, all users need to use software complying with the same rules. Bitcoin can only work correctly with a complete consensus among all users. Therefore, all users and developers have a strong incentive to protect this consensus. How does Bitcoin work? From a user perspective, Bitcoin is nothing more than a mobile app or computer program that provides a personal Bitcoin wallet and allows a user to send and receive Bitcoins with them. This is how Bitcoin works for most users. If we talk about behind the scenes, the Bitcoin network is sharing a public ledger called the blockchain. This ledger contains every transaction ever processed, allowing a user's computer to verify the validity of each transaction. The authenticity of each transaction is protected by digital signatures corresponding to the sending addresses, allowing all users to have full control over sending bitcoins from their own Bitcoin addresses. In addition, anyone can process transactions using the computing power of specialized hardware and earn a reward in bitcoins for this service. This is often called mining. To learn more about Bitcoin, you can consult the dedicated page and the original paper. Some people also asked, how can someone make money from Bitcoin mining? Bitcoin mining is the process of earning bitcoins by running the verification process to validate Bitcoin transactions. Miners earn rewards in the form of Bitcoin for running the validation process. Miners are rewarded with 6.25 Bitcoins. This number will reduce to 3.125 Bitcoins after the halving in 2024. The reward, plus transaction fees, are paid to the miner who solved the puzzle first. This process repeats approximately every 10 minutes for every mining machine on the network. Now we have to discuss the hype topic. Why did Tesla bought Bitcoin? The company made the Bitcoin investment because it was looking for something to do with its excess cash that provided some level of return. Bitcoin also provides Tesla with the liquidity it needed while building new factories outside of Austin, Texas, and Berlin, Kirkhorn said. Did Elon Musk sell his Bitcoin shares? He did not sell any Bitcoins from his personal investment, but confirmed that his company, Tesla, has successfully managed to sell 10% of its Bitcoin holdings. What is the next big thing like Bitcoin? Image result for what are Bitcoin future projects? Ethereum. Ethereum, commonly known as Ether, is the world's second largest cryptocurrency behind Bitcoin, even outperforming Bitcoin recently in terms of price gains, Cointelegraph reported. Last year, Ethereum instituted a major upgrade that included reducing the supply of Ether, currently at 119.88 billion coins. How to invest in Bitcoin? 1. Join a Bitcoin exchange. 2. Get a Bitcoin wallet. 3. Connect your wallet to a bank account. 4. Place your Bitcoin order. 5. Manage your Bitcoin investments. What is the minimum to invest in Bitcoins? Invest. Enter the amount you'd like to invest in Bitcoin, minimum of $10, double-check everything is correct, and click Open Trade. An important question that rises here: what are transactions fee? A transaction fee is a charge that a business has to pay every time it processes a customer's payment. The cost of the transaction fee will vary depending on the service used. Transaction fees are calculated against the total revenue excluding shipping and handling charges and any applicable taxes of all transactions conducted through your store. After all this discussion and question-answer details, the most important question every beginner have in mind is Bitcoin secure? The Bitcoin technology, the protocol, and the cryptography has a strong security track record, and the Bitcoin network is probably the biggest distributed computing project in the world. Bitcoin's most common vulnerability is in user error. Bitcoin wallet files that store the necessary private keys can be accidentally deleted, lost, or stolen. This is pretty similar to physical cash stored in a digital form. Fortunately, users can employ sound security practices to protect their money, or use service providers that offer good levels of security and insurance against theft or loss. Now, the answer of a question from beginners. Should I buy Bitcoin now? If you're a Bitcoin believer and have cash you want to invest, buying now may make sense as long as you're prepared to wait out any further drops. But if you have other financial commitments and don't want to take on a risky investment, it might be sensible to sit this one out. Now, the Bitcoin price prediction for year 2024. According to forecasts Bitcoin and most knowledgeable educators, BTC would start the year 2024 with an average price of $86,000. Bitcoin could trade around the price of $92,000 in 2024. This would be very high as compared to the last year. If you're interested in a specific topic, don't hesitate to write to us in the comments. We look forward to hearing your suggestions. So, subscribe to our channel. Now, smash that bell icon. Comment your questions and stay up to date with all of our latest and greatest videos.